Those are my cats. Alright, well, we've had a good picture of that. I'm back. It's been a couple days off here. Not really much going on. Yeah, right. I tried to post my Raw review the other night after the show, the 15th anniversary show. So it was too long. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this down into two parts. Well, I'm gonna get right into it now. First off, we had the McMahon family portrait. Linda was conspicuous by her absence. But I liked when Triple H came in and brought all the all McMahon's former flings down, especially Pat Patterson, because isn't he actually gay? I thought that was kind of funny. And Bastion Booger, how the fuck long has it been since he's been on TV? And he needs to put more clothes on, please. And that fat little Dick Johnson guy, yeah, don't, please. But on the bright side of that, Tammy Lynn Sitch, Sunny looked fucking gorgeous, beautiful. God, is she still hot. The Godfather and the Ho Train, that was great seeing that. Little Hornswoggle needed a little cheering up. The Carlito Hardy ladder match was absolutely fucking fantastic. Jeff Hardy's playing hurt right now, if you can't tell. And Carlito just renegotiated his contract actually to stay with WWE. So they had a hell of a match, and Carlito had to be hurting after that because he took some sick bumps. That little rollover, like half power bomb off the top of the ladder was absolutely fucking nasty. But it was good. It was a good match. And seeing the music, the ECW music, RVD coming back and knocking Santino Marella's lights out, and then hitting him with the 5-star was great. The Evolution reunion turned into the star-studded 6-man tag match of the night. The double spine buster by Triple H and Batista was fucking. I liked it. It got a good pop from the crowd. Edge looks fucking fat. Edge came back fat. And then seeing Umaga get the nut shot, a spear, and then a pedigree was fucking cool. Because I can't stand Umaga. I can't stand his character, but obviously he's a hard worker. And he does a good job putting people over. The Hornswoggle and Khali match I thought was gonna be, oh god, here we go again, here comes Finley. But no, it was Hogan this time. And seeing Hogan take down another giant, you know what? I don't care. The marks out there are going to bitch. Hogan's fucking too old. Hogan can't move, blah, blah. Well, him and Khali both have something in common because they're both stiff as hell and they can't move. So, it didn't look, but Hogan looked like the more mobile of the two, as sad as that might sound. But I liked it. I liked it. And the last part I'm going to get into here on this piece of the video would be the 15-man Battle Royal, which featured Al Snow, Bart Gunn, Doink the Clown, the Repo Man. I wonder whose idea that was, the Repo Man character. That was one of those early 90s just horrible gimmicks. That was like right around the time I stopped watching wrestling for a little bit. Steve Blackman, who looked to be in great shape. Pete Gas, I think his name is Gas Marini, his real name, from the Mean Street Posse, which I remember when that gimmick first started. I went to see Sunday Night Heat, and they were in a 6-man tag match. I can't remember. I think they fought like Chaz and I can't remember. It was Pete Gasparini was like one of the more athletic ones out of the three of them. Rodney was okay, but Joey Abs was like the big dog of the three. I digress. Bob Backlund was in this battle royal. Gangrel, another one. He looked like he could still get back in the ring on a regular basis. Skinner, which was another terrible character. Flash Funk, I don't like calling him that. His name's Too Cold Scorpio from ECW. Irwin R. Shyster, IRS, Mike Rotunda, actually, is his name, former member of the Varsity Club. Scotty Too Hottie, who they just fired last year, so that was no big deal. Jim the Anvil, it's good to see him back in the ring. The Goon, rip-off of Bob Probert, obviously. Sergeant Slaughter, and my favorite, Gilbert. The Sparkler's always getting the fire extinguishers getting, I love it. Of course, he was the first one eliminated. IRS ended up winning the Battle Royal, which I thought they could have actually made that into like a workable, decent match by eliminating all the jobbers and the dorks first, and then leave it. I would have left. This would have been my final four in that match. I would have left Snow, Bart Gunn, Gangrel, and Blackman. Granted, not a lot of charisma there, but I think it would have been a much better finish to that than having IRS won, and then of course Ted DiBiase came out, and he, of course, bought the victory, like usual. So puts the money in. The IRS opens up the briefcase. He slips the $100 or $200 bills with the Monopoly money inside the briefcase. Actually, they did look like crisp $100 bills, but I'm sure they're fake. Because I don't know how long Spencer C worked. No. It's good to see DiBiase back. And that's about it for this part. Okay, I can do the Jericho Bischoff thing. That was cool to see Jericho smack Bischoff around. And busting on him was good. And then the Walls of Jericho, which I don't like. The Code Breaker, I guess, is like it's a modified chin breaker with your knees. I'm not really too fond of his new finisher. And I'm surprised he hasn't Jericho got a huge pop when he came back. And before he came back, because I remember going to Raw, everybody was going nuts when they cut the promos, the Savage promos. And now that he's back, it's like, okay, now nobody gives him a pop when he comes in, which I don't understand because everybody's clamoring for Chris Jericho to come back. And if I was him, I'd be a little bit pissed off. I'm like, you fucking people wanted me to come back. You were clamoring for it for fucking 2 months that Vince drug it on or whatever. And now I get nothing. Whatever. Jericho, we love you. That's part 1. I'll be back with part 2 in a minute.